You know what's crazy? He has more X-rays than wins.
What, this year?
Yeah. 2 X-rays, 1 win.
Get X-rays all the time, though.
So we're back. Episode 70.
70.
The Dan and Ninko Show, a Lamar Jackson special. That's why I got the... These aren't Oakleys, though. These are...
Those are as seen on TV.
These are HD Vision. You know, when you go through the as seen on TV aisle in Walgreens, you get 2 pairs for the price of 1. Or you just bought $20, $10 a pair, however you want to see it.
They're free. You just pay the shipping and handling.
Yeah. No, they're not bad. When you're driving, it's like you really see 1080. Yeah, you do. It's like 4K.
You're the guy, right, that goes to the gas station or to like Walgreens, something like that they have shit at the register and you just buy a bunch of shit, don't you?
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that cool? I like buying a random T-shirt like on the road from one of those spots. Like if you go into a gas station, you see like
Hoboken,
a mallard or like a duck, some type of weird T-shirt.
So that's what you're always buying.
Deer, a hat. You got to find cool hats.
So you go into the gas station, walk in, and you come out with like bags of stuff.
Take these off. I know I'm cool.
You come out with bags.
Yeah, you come out with stuff.
Yeah.
How about like Cracker Barrel? You go to Cracker Barrel?
No.
You don't go to Cracker Barrel?
No.
How? What? Big Mama's breakfast?
I'm kind of not.
Mama's
at the age
pancake
yet.
breakfast?
I'm not the age yet for Cracker Barrel. You pull up in your Cadillac to Cracker Barrel.
The Corvette, the Cadillac going to Cracker Barrel?
I mean, that's all you
I got
talk
some
about.
great feedback from the.
As seen on TV.
All right, maybe you got me there. You got me.
Do you still use a TV guide?
Well, I mean, my
the
grandma,
book? Remember the
my
book?
grandma always had the TV guide. I used to look through it,
But
there's no more TV guides. They don't even send the TV guides out
I would be
anymore.
surprised if they have it though.
I'm sure they do. It's like
On Netflix,
it's like newspapers. Like nobody reads a newspaper anymore, but they're just going to continue to make them because if they don't, that'd be un-American.
What can be?
You got to have a Chicago Tribune. You got to have a New York Times. You got to have a Boston Globe. If you don't have that, what do you have?
Is your Netflix
Stupid
subscription-
phones.
Is your Netflix subscription still the one that they send you the DVDs?
Oh, dude, you know what I've been watching, which I don't like. I turned it off yesterday. The Jeffrey Dahmer like Netflix series.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't like it. It's
Why?
just because the dude was gross, man.
No
I don't.
shit.
No, I just
You
don't
know all this stuff.
Yeah,
already.
no, I didn't know any of it.
Oh, you
Like,
didn't?
I was a freaking kid. I don't know anything about like the.
You never read about it?
No, I was
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
like like 8 years old or whatever.
He's a psychopath.
The dude was. Not. I can't watch it. When I'm watching it, I'm like, I don't like this.
How many episodes did you make it through?
2. Actually, my 3rd.
And what, you shut it off?
I just was like, I can't. Because then, like, what, are you going to watch that and go to sleep? Like, oh, yeah. Let me watch this weird episode where he throws acid in a guy's brain and it, like, puts a guy in the oven
Yeah.
and sleep tight,
No, he's
have
like,
great dreams. It's just the negative energy. I don't like negative energy. I like positive energy. I like to feel good, happy.
You watch Squid Games yet?
So, no, I'm not watching it. That's not real. Well, we got a big episode. We have it's a sad episode. Mac Jones crying coming off the field. Couldn't even put weight on his ankle.
I mean, he got rolled up pretty good, though.
High ankle. Did he get rolled up really good? I've seen some
Yeah.
really good roll-ups. I've seen
it-
some like bad
it
ones.
It was the awkwardness of the roll-up.
It didn't look that bad though, because it looked like he like was falling and then like the guy fell on his leg and then he was just like,
because Calais Campbell got to him and pulled him towards him with the ankle kind of at the side, and he pulled him back. He pulled him towards,
sometimes
down
they
towards
say a break is better than a high ankle.
That's what they say. Yeah, they say a break is better. You'd actually be better off getting a break.
Yes.
Unless you do the tightrope surgery.
So let's explain this to everybody. What a tightrope surgery is a high ankle. When you tear the ligaments on the inside of your ankle bones spread apart. So when you step down, your ankle actually just spreads open and you have no stability in the ankle and it hurts like hell. So what they do is they go in, like Gronk had this before the Super Bowl and he played with a cast on his leg. What they do is they go into your ankle, the 2 bones, they drill in both sides and they figure 8 loop a piece of wire like
It's metal, yeah.
chicken
Basically-
wire.
Basically, put it in, they just twist
They
it almost.
put it in, they squeeze it together because
Yeah.
when they actually test you for a high ankle, they take your ankle bones like this. Say your foot's here, they take your ankle bones and they squeeze them together. And if it hurts like hell, that's usually a high ankle. I've never had an ankle sprain, so
Even a regular ankle
no,
sprain?
never sprained an ankle
Wow.
or jammed a finger, which is crazy.
Really?
Not in football. Look at my fingers; they're as straight as could be. Most guys are like.
Yeah, no.
The only thing I hurt once was my like thumb because like I was trying to strip like get the ball out, and the ball was here, and I like punched as hard as I could, and the guy went like this. And literally in the game, you see me hit the front of the guy's face mask, and I go, ah. It hurts. It hurt so bad. I think I have like a nodule on my bone because it hit like here, like right here, and I was like in so much pain. Any other man would have broke his thumb, but not me.
Not you.
No, calcium, a lot of milk as a kid.
The new reports are that there's a rift between Mac Jones and the Patriots because he's getting a second opinion on
That's
this ankle.
bullshit. That is such bullshit. And I'm here to tell everyone, if you're listening to me, speak to you right now. Every single player that gets injured, unless it's something silly that, unless it's a little minor
Break your
injury
arm, like
or
just
some
something
bone injury.
simple.
Yeah, like it's something like I break your arm. Oh,
Yeah.
You break your arm and they got to fix it. Easy. Got to fix it. Anybody that has an ankle, knee, or like a specialized joint, hip,
something could have multiple
or
fixes
that
to it.
could ruin your whole career,
Yeah.
you go to somebody else for a second opinion just to get an idea, just to bounce some things off the other doctor, see what he says, see what he thinks. When I tore my ACL, I wasn't going to go to the team doctor. I didn't even see the team doctor. I was literally like, I'm going to the best in the country. I'm going to James Andrews. I'm going to the Andrews Institute for the ACL repair. I already knew it. I was like, I didn't even talk to the team doctor. Didn't even speak to the team. I just had an MRI, and I went to Birmingham, Alabama. That was it. Had it fixed.
Yeah.
A couple other things. So my shoulder, I went to the team doctor, which Dr. Gill was good. He actually went through my collarbone that hurt like hell for about 2 months after, but he could have went somewhere else. I didn't like that, Doc. Thanks for that one. He like put the port through my like right under my collarbone, and I was like, dude, go somewhere else.
I don't think people realize that team doctors aren't specialists though in their field.
Well,
like
Dr. Gill, Thomas Gill, was our team doctor, but he was an orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah, but there's people though that specifically do like tightrope surgeries that specifically do.
The guy that he's going to I can't even speak.
It's one
the
in
guy,
New York.
CT. The guy that he is going to is basically a ankle repair and replacement. I've never heard of someone having an ankle replacement. Have you?
It's like
ankle replacement.
They put like a ball in, I think.
Dude, that's wild. Maybe like what, car crashes or something like
I think if
crazy?
you just break your ankle so many times, you
Wow.
you got nothing left.
I feel
in
lucky.
there.
I feel lucky.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna go to. I mean, he's the starting quarterback of an NFL team. Of course, he's gonna go to somebody that just specializes in this injury.
Yeah.
You'd be stupid not to.
He would, and he's young. You know what's crazy? He has more X-rays than wins.
What, this year?
Yeah. 2 X-rays, 1 win.
Get X-rays all the time, though.
That's messed up.
I mean, you got a ton of X-rays.
Yeah, I know. Probably freaking
Did you get an
glowing.
X-ray every game?
Glowing in the dark. I never get when when you tear your ACL, they're like, well, let's get an X-ray. It's like, you're not going to see shit.
Yeah, no.
You're just throwing radiation into me for no reason. So stupid. Well, what about the Pats? What's your takeaway from this loss?
Other than his 2 bad decisions, I'm not talking about the 3rd interception. That was just the end of the game, just throwing the ball up. There was the one really bad decision, which was in the red zone. The other pick, was it a bad decision, or did he just make the wrong throw? Did the defender read it correct? You just don't 100% know. Obviously, the one in the end zone was terrible. But he's a second-year quarterback. I mean,
I don't like. I get absolutely terrified. Well, when they had the 3rd and 1 and they did the dash pass.
Yeah.
And he went back and ran for the first down.
Yeah.
When he does that, I'm like, dude, he's either gonna throw a pick or get killed.
Yeah.
Because he looks.
moves,
I mean, he
moves okay though.
He's okay, but he's not.
He's not slow though. I mean, he's not incredibly slow.
He is.
He's not Brady.
he's not Danny Dimes.
No,
He can
goes pretty fast.
He can actually move out.
Yeah.
I was surprised
Yeah,
how well he moves.
Yeah, but Mac made a lot of huge throws in that game.
Yeah, there were some good
huge throws. I mean, if you
you don't think he's frustrated? You don't think he's? There was a point in that game.
I think he's more frustrated with himself though.
Where he was screaming at somebody, maybe himself, because he's.
I think it's himself.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think
he just seems a little nuts. Like he seems like
I think he wants it to be perfect. And if he doesn't throw it perfect,
I think he like screamed. I don't know if it was cover 4. He's like, it's effing cover 4. Then he went and sat on the defensive side by himself.
I think he's yelling at himself though.
Guy,
I mean, here
it's tough, man.
You know, he's tied with the most 20+ yard passes in the NFL this year. Tied for the lead. The Patriots.
That's tough. Their defense, man. Their defense is good, but you can't give up 4 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, but not having Duger in there was a totally different everything for them. Not having Duger in that game. I mean, Andrews kind of destroyed them on that.
Andrews did. He's a good player, though.
Everybody's complaining about the offense, right? Everybody's saying that Matty P can't be the coordinator, Bill doesn't know what he's doing, and all that. Do you know that they're currently 7% of the time they go 3-0, which is second best in the NFL.
Wow.
Only to the Eagles at 6%.
Let's see if Hoyer can hold up.
The thing that sucks for the Hoyer thing is
he's going to earn his money now. But that backup role is great. No, gravy. You just write on a clipboard. Hey, man, that was cover 2. Great job. Got guys getting hit. You're just like, ooh, man. Hey, you want some ice?
The thing that
want
sucks,
some water?
Though,
you thirsty?
They're going into the stretch of their schedule that it's easy games going into, right? Like they just had a stretch of one of their hardest parts of the season. And now Hoyer's going to go into this, and then you're going to have to hear all these fucking idiots on 98.5.
Oh, like if Hoyer balls out?
Yeah. Well, Hoyer's 3-0. I mean, he beat the Jets, the fucking Packers that stink, and the Browns.
Who do they play? They play the Lions? No, who do they play next?
Packers.
You taking the Packers?
No.
I'm taking the Packers.
Of course you are. That's why you're behind.
I mean, the Packers just beat Tampa.
They beat Tampa, 14-12?
So you still win, and I picked Tampa.
Here, so Max Brien for 3 to 4 weeks, right? Maybe 5 weeks?
I think 6.
Okay, let's even go 6 weeks. You got Packers, Lions, Browns, Bears, Jets, Colts, Jets.
3-3.
Because you think they're going to lose to the Jets.
No,
Lions.
You're
sitting next to fucking Bart
Dude,
Scott for way too long.
The Lions are playing good. They're playing tough. The Lions are playing well right now.
You realize that in Vegas right now, the Patriots are favored against the Lions with Brian Hoyer as a starting quarterback.
Put some money on it. Put 1,000 on it. No, I just like Dan Campbell. I think he's he's like a wrestler. We're going to go out here. Big lipper in his mouth.
Won't be there in 2 years. But that's the thing that's going to suck for Mac is because this is the easier part of their schedule. They'll get wins out of here, and it's going to be, look, Brian Hoyer. He won 4 or 5 games with him. He's probably a better quarterback than Mac. It's like, shut the fuck up.
What about the Cowboys? You think if Cooper Rush keeps winning, there's going to be any type of quarterback issue? What if Cooper Rush goes undefeated while Dak is out and then Dak comes back and they lose? I go with Cooper Rush. Trade Dak.
Well, first, you probably can trade him even though he has a big contract.
You could probably trade him.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you beat the Giants.
Giants were undefeated.
This was Cooper Rush's stat line. It was 21 of 31, 215, and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's good.
Not here. Mac Jones does that, and he's just crucified.
I think Mac's doing well. I think he's.
Sometimes
we've been
on a little bit of a Ninko roller coaster.
It's the lollipops. Sometimes I want to see a little bit more on that thing.
He did in that game.
Well, it's still.
The big problem in that game, everybody's on Mac about his decision making. Yes, he fucked up in the red zone through a bad play. What about Nelson Aguilar?
You know what sucks
running
for
with
him?
the ball?
You know what sucks
yards,
for Mac Jones? I bet you when Mac Jones got drafted, he was like, "Fuck."
No, he didn't.
I gotta go to New England.
No, he was happy with it
because everyone wants to see him be like better than Tom Brady or. Well, come on.
That's the thing.
Tom Brady do in his first couple of years? Yeah, okay.
You can't compare it.
But it was different. The league was different. The team was built differently. They had a crazy stacked defense. Well, the defense for the Patriots is really good, but I don't know if I could compare them to like 2001 Patriots.
You can't because they're different.
It's a different
NFL.
league.
Yeah.
Guys were monstrous. You had
to stop the run.
Yes.
you don't have to anymore. Like you have to basically contain the quarterback now more than.
I would
stop
say
the
you still.
handoffs.
I mean, the teams are still running the football. You still have to be able to tackle.
Yeah,
You have to be able to tackle in open space, which
But
some
when was
teams.
when was there ever zone blocking
No,
back then?
There was the West Coast. That's zone. That's like when you played
Not as much as,
Denver.
like, the zone blocking is as
When you
there is
played
now.
well, it was more scheme, but that
Yeah.
was the start of
Yeah.
the zone, like
Yeah.
the full zone runs.
That's what you have everywhere now, though.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the Patriots have transformed their defense from what they normally play. You know, like have those big guys.
I still think they're a
power
couple
you.
pieces away, though. Some guys.
I don't know. I mean,
I think they need a good. They need like a really good cover inside linebacker. I'm
Yeah.
talking like a
Yeah.
shutdown cover inside
Yeah.
linebacker.
No,
You
I
put
think
him
you're
on
right.
anybody, or put him on a tight end.
That's hard to find, though.
It is hard, but if you
But-
if you spend a first round pick on somebody, hopefully.
Yeah, I know, but do you need that? Because when you have all those good safeties that can come up and cover tight ends and all that.
Yeah, but just a safety can't blitz. Or I mean, you know what I'm saying. A safety doesn't scare anybody in protection. Like when a safety comes down, a tackle's like, oh, there's a safety. I'm nervous. If it was, look at what the Cowboys have. They picked an inside linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, he was the best player in the draft.
Now he's turned out to be the best player almost in the league.
Yeah, if you get Micah Parsons, it's different.
And Micah Parsons,
if
though.
you take Micah Parsons, put him on the Patriots, their defense is the best in the NFL.
Yeah, and he was just an inside linebacker.
Yeah.
So I think they lucked out on that, actually. Because who knew that he was going to be a crazy pass rusher, too?
No, in college he was a pretty decent passer.
Yeah, but like he's significantly.
He went like 10th overall. I mean, you kind of knew he was going to be a
Didn't
big
play.
guy.
He
We
just
kinda
had a year out, too, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a freakish athlete, though.
He's little. It's crazy, like 235. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I would rather a good inside linebacker that can cover and add into the rush. And they're also like a tone setter. You think about like a defense when they have a guy like that, like an inside linebacker or a D lineman, a pass rusher.
Yeah.
You think across the league, like,
No, there's a lot of
there's
those
great
guys.
safeties, but I'm talking like dudes.
Yeah, you want like an Aaron Donald or
Yeah.
a Micah
Micah
Parsons,
Parsons.
somebody in the middle.
Even
even
the Myles
outside, yeah.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Like that dude's a freak.
Wise, is like one of the. I think he's tied the league for sacks right now.
Yeah. Problem with Wise is he just looks so old. Like the way
he's
he
not, though.
the way he moves. I know, but it's his body type.
Yeah.
He's like a
It's you know what it is. It's
like
the
his
white
hands.
gloves. It's the
No, but
white
his
gloves.
hands, like you look at his hands, his feet are this big.
Yeah,
And he's got, crashing ankles, which he's kind of like he runs like this.
yeah.
So he runs like a
I think
5
it's-
flat
I think
40.
it's the white gloves because his hands just
Could
go so
be,
big
like
and
the way
kinda,
that they
move.
look.
Yeah,
But he's good. He's a
Push the
great
red
player.
gloves.
He's a good player.
yeah. Judon looks good. A couple of rookies look really good. I mean, defensive wise, they're good, and even on offense, people, there's no playmakers and all that stuff. There are. I mean, they're like Devontae Parker had a monster game.
Yeah.
Monster game. I mean,
Wise looks like Andre Carter.
yeah,
Similar, like crazy,
same movement, and everything.
like big hand, like size 16 feet,
yeah.
jacked,
No,
huge, like big ass hands.
I think Wise just is so big that you don't think he's fast because it's just so much moving in the screen, so he doesn't look fast, but he is.
It's just the way he moves.
Yeah, he's playing phenomenal.
Yeah,
though.
he's a good player.
But on the offensive side of the ball, they're still playing well. I mean, you got good running backs. The receivers are playing well.
What is your
except for
expectation?
Edward.
Like now that Mac is hurt and out, what is your expectation for just the Patriots?
It changed a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's going to change dramatically because if you're going to lose Mac Jones, you want to lose him during this stretch of games. This is when you want to
Who's
lose
the best team in the NFL right now?
Probably Buffalo still.
You don't think Miami's?
No.
They beat Buffalo.
They beat Buffalo because they came into like 120-degree heat and they
Couldn't play in it. I picked Buffalo too. Damn it.
Diggs was
You're one game up on me. Well, they also didn't have their safeties.
I know both safeties
Buffalo
out.
had both safeties out, which is huge.
And I think they didn't have a couple corners. I think they didn't have a corner.
They had a lot of guys down.
Yeah.
So,
But Miami didn't really move the ball against them that well.
did you see Tua hit his head on the ground?
They call it a back injury.
What are we doing?
He gets up and
The
just.
dude can't walk.
How did he get back in the game?
I don't know. I've seen it. I saw it in college too. A dude like put his head down, got destroyed. Was like couldn't get up. Came back in the game.
But they're calling that a back injury, though.
How is that a back injury? Oh, his back spasms. He couldn't walk.
As he passes out.
You have to protect a player from himself.
Yeah.
You can't.
If he took
Can't
one more
expect
hit, what would have happened?
I mean, just more damage. Like, you already took a headshot, so he's going to take more. That's like the back-to-back stuff is the bad stuff. Like,
That's what I mean.
causes
In
more
that
damage.
game, if he takes another hit,
Yeah, if he hits his head that hard again,
yeah, I mean, he could be out, like just out.
not good. Like,
Yeah.
down the road, he'll be freaking run around naked.
All right, we got questions on here, or we got comments.
Oh, comments. Great. Give me some comments.
I don't think Mac is the answer, and our season is over.
Could be.
You don't think Mac's the answer?
Oh, well, the season could...
Oh.
No, I didn't say that. The season could be over. The season could be over. You don't have your starting quarterback. We don't know what Hoyer's going to do. They might sign Cam Newton.
I don't think Mac is the answer, and our season is over.
Okay, Mac, it's still to be determined if Mac is the guy. He still has to prove some things. But I'm not going to say he's like going to be here for 10 years.
Brought in like 10 Big Macs the last time.
Well, he was good then. He was a rookie. He was the best. Now he's the second year. They do some things different for him. Freaking Brien. I think if Josh was here, he'd be
doing
all right.
fine. Mac's got to stop throwing picks. I mean, that's pretty.
He does.
Mac ain't the guy. Sorry.
A lot of people are saying that. Didn't
Why-
you text me that?
I did not text you that.
Somebody else text me that. Somebody else text me that. Oh, my buddy Phil.
The problem is that you've trained everybody in this area, like the Boston
Well, they're all
sports
spoiled.
media, that like if they have a bad game, like it's just over. Does anybody realize that Tom Brady had bad games like that too? Like that he threw a bunch of picks. Did anybody remember the last game against the Tennessee Titans? It wasn't a masterpiece by Thomas Brady. It was.
I'm not ready to say he's not. I'm not ready to say that. I think people are just spoiled.
Hoyer can't be worse.
Depends.
Oh, shut up. What are we
Depends.
talking about, Hoyer?
Depends.
Oh, stop.
What if he's hot? What if he gets hot and he's dishing the ball, bang, bang, bang?
Do you remember the last time you saw Brian Hoyer in a game?
Hoyer's got a little bit more zing to his balls.
Do you remember the last time you saw Brian Hoyer in a game?
I don't. That's
was
why I
against
want to
the
be a back.
Chiefs.
That's why I want to be a backup quarterback.
The Chiefs.
That long ago,
Yeah.
could play in the league
2020.
more.
2020.
You could be in the league.
He hasn't won a game in like 5
Oh
years.
yeah, I forgot about that one. I was thinking about the
Yeah.
playoff game
Yeah, no.
when he threw 5 picks.
No, the one against the Chiefs.
I
You don't
forgot
remember
that. I forgot that he
Cam
played against
got
the
COVID.
Chiefs. You're gonna bring back Cam Newton?
No, not gonna bring Cap because two is not. I mean, Mac's not gone for a long time. Tank for Bryce.
Oh come on. I think Bill's going. Bill would be like, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Mac ain't afraid to sling it. He actually ain't.
He's slinging them. He's slinging ropes all over the field.
I feel terrible for Mac. He has a hell of a drive. He sadly makes costly mistakes. He's a second-year quarterback into
He is
his
a second-year
third
quarterback.
game of the season.
I love his interviews.
Yeah.
So, how's the ankle? You're gonna have to, ask Bill about injury questions.
Yeah.
I really want him to just tee off. We've said this before. Yeah, that's my own business, and go fuck yourself.
Will it be Hoyer the Destroyer or Zappy to take over?
Hoyer the Destroyer, because he knows the offense probably a lot better.
I don't know why. Why does everybody think this kid Zappy is any good? Like he was shitty in the fucking
He's 5'10",
preseason. Yeah.
little, and he's not fast.
Super concerned about Mac. We can't lose him. 100% correct.
Can't lose him. Cannot lose him.
3 INTs, 0 TDs thrown. Coaching is horrible. Or Mac.
Why is the
isn't that
coaching
good.
horrible? I think they actually were up on the Ravens, beating the Ravens.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to be in the position that they were at any point in that
If
game.
Aguilar doesn't fumble that ball.
Oh, forgot about that play.
Yeah. A 35-yard pass.
What's he make a year?
Like $12 million.
Jesus.
Just. Did you see him running with it?
Yes.
He was running. I was at
Loaf
the
of
game.
bread.
He was on the side.
It's a
I was
loaf of
on,
bread.
and he's just running like this. I'm like, please stop, please stop, please stop. And then all of a sudden,
Is this
punched
Sunday
up.
a home game?
No, it's in Lambeau.
Oh, they're gonna lose.
Woo!
You think they're gonna beat them in Lambeau?
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Same thing about the Giants too. How long until we agree that Mac can complete passes but struggles in the red zone?
Well, a lot of quarterbacks struggle in the red zone. I mean, look at Denver. Look at what Denver paid their
That's what I mean.
quarterback.
Like, that's what
You
I
see
mean.
what
Like,
Eli
you look
Manning
around
said?
the-
He said that Denver should have paid the punter
the same money.
270 whatever million.
Russell Wilson's terrible.
He's so bad. Why is he so bad? Is it coaching?
I don't think he was ever that great.
Was Russell Wilson a product of a really good defense and an awesome running back?
Yeah. 100%.
And coaching?
Yeah. I mean, he's athletic, he's got a big arm, he can make some plays that way, but I think overall, over a long period of time, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's bad. And that guy's, you see his posts and stuff? Just doesn't seem authentic.
No. Really?
Got any more?
No, that was it.
That was it. All right. Well, not too bad.
we were thinking of a lot worse.
Say like people are like, I'm a Miami fan now. On to Miami.
That's what I want to say to people. Like, listen, if you think that it's so bad that Mac Jones is not the answer, you think he's terrible, you think the team's terrible and all that, go be a fucking Jets fan. It's wonderful. Like, if you can't handle this with the Patriots,
those Jets fans they've been through some shit, man.
Yeah. And they still, but you go listen
to, at least the Giants, relatively have had a Super Bowl.
Yeah, the two.
Yeah, I know. Relatively speaking, on time.
Yeah.
The last time that they won was
Jets fans don't
10 years ago.
The Jets fans don't trash their own team and all that.
Yeah.
Nonstop,
Buffalo. Oh man, imagine Buffalo.
Well, they lost again. Lost 3 Super Bowls in a row or whatever.
Wasn't it 4?
Yeah, it might have been 4.
Dude, that's like when I watched that documentary. When I watched that documentary, I was sad for those guys.
They'll probably never be
back.
Back
Dudes
again.
in wheelchairs, just like we were close. It's like
that's like Red Sox fans for a long time, though.
Yeah, through the legs.
Yeah. Until they won it.
So bad.
People were crying. People were crying in the streets and everything. But it's crazy because with how much heartbreak you had there, people still were more for the team than people are now for the Patriots. It's crazy. You're acting. Everybody around here acts like they haven't won a Super Bowl in 45 years.
My man Jimmy G.
Oh, he sucks.
He does not help my case out for looking like I know anything and that I'm a complete moron. I would say this. Dan Orlovsky was like, I'm freedom, thank God.
Yeah. Orlovsky's was bad, though.
He ran out of the back.
And he kept
running. Was running.
No, but not only did he
ran
run out,
3 yards.
Kept running.
He ran 3 yards out of the back of the end zone.
He kept running.
And then, to the side. Jimmy was at the back. They were backed up. He was the back of the end zone, and he stepped out and
then came forward
and threw the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't compare those.
No.
Dan, yours was still awful.
That's because he kept
you had
running.
A defender yelling and laughing at you and pointing.
You're still running.
You're running out of bounds. You're out of bounds.
He kept running.
And he kept running. So, no, you're not free.
Yeah.
You still...
Then it's like now they're talking about the butt fumble that Mark Sanchez is free now.
That's not.
Because
no, it's not. That's a completely different thing.
Yeah, like Mark Sanchez was trying to run with the ball, and Vince Wilfork picked the guy up,
pressed the man into you, and you ran into his ass, and you fumbled.
You'll never overcome that.
And it was scooped and scored.
Were you in that game?
Yeah, it was right there, front row seat. Saw the whole thing. I said,
"What did you guys say on the sidelines afterwards with that?"
Damn, that's gonna be on TV forever.
It was Vince.
That's
Wilfork,
never
right?
going away. Yes.
Yeah. Well, he got inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Yes, and he looks like safety now. He looks good.
Yeah, he
lost a lot of weight. That's good though because you can't be.
Beer?
Yeah, let's get us one. You can't be massive like that and expect to live a long life. You just can't do it. I need to lose some weight too. I need to lose some pounds. Everyone say, you know what sucks? You know when people are like, "Whoa, how much weight have you lost?" And you're like, "I'm 255. I've lost muscle. I'm actually probably chubbier than I'd like to be." Don't worry, these were good last week. So that's why we're doing them again. And we didn't drink all 4.
You get like the sand beers ever.
Son of a! I forgot. Damn it!
Where do you get these things from?
The freaking gas station.
You had the sunglasses on. You couldn't see.
It's like when you're at the beach. You ever have a drink made at the
worst.
beach and your kids kick sand in it? And you're like, I am going to drink it anyway. And you're grinding sand up in your teeth.
Just get a new drink.
No, I eat it. I eat the sand. That's a good hazy.
Yeah.
That's a good hazy India Pale Ale. Gotta go to New York. Ugh, I gotta go to New York today. I really don't like New York.
Why?
Rats, murders, people getting pushed in front of trains, the subway, garbage everywhere, smell.
You don't like any of that?
No. When
Why?
you walk down the street, there are vents that are exhausting some type of moist hot air, and it just
What's it
hits
smell
you
like?
just hits you in the head, and you're like, I hold my breath.
What's it smell like?
I don't know. COVID. It smells bad. Or like there's vents in the ground that are hot. I'm talking steam hot, like
Yeah.
really hot. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that is. They're like big man covers. It's like, I don't. Everyone says like the food's so good. It's like, what? There's got to be rat hair in it or something. The amount of rats that are in New York, there's more rats than humans. Some statistic told me that, and I was just blown away.
I want to see what that is. I've always wondered. Actually, when you said it, I've always wondered.
It's bad.
It's the steam that's running through the below ground pipes.
Steam, just straight up steam to maybe scold you if something happens, pops off.
The steam is used to service buildings with heat, cool air, and even humidity for art museums.
Oh, well, there you go. Don't breathe it in. But I do take the train in, which is nice. I don't have to freaking drive, which sucks. So that's not too bad.
Now, the rat population in New York City is only 25% of the human population.
Okay, so that was way off.
There's about 2 million rats.
Oh, 2 million. Great. Ratatouille would love to be in New York City.
And they only live for 1 year, it says.
What?
The rats only live for 1 year.
And then where do they go?
Probably get eaten by other rats.
Or just freaking dead
They go into
and
the steam
laying,
pipe that you're breathing in.
Where do they? I mean, there 2 million rats are dead. 2 million rats die, and their corpse or where? Like somewhere. Somewhere not good.
It's in your food.
Yeah, right. Ugh, it's gross.
Wow. They begin mating at 2 or 3 months and produce a litter of pups every 2 months.
Yeah, so they're just. Oh wow, we got 31 comments on my. Okay, so I want to dive into this Cadillac thing. As seen on TV, Cadillacs, Corvettes. We won't stay on this long, but I'm going to read some of my comments, okay? First comment, Precision Pat. Thanks, Pat. Velcro straps coming up next. That's insulting. There's no Velcro here. Here's Nick Canatati. Can't wait to see it. Great. Somebody said looks like an eggshell. It's not eggshell. What the hell are they talking about? Classic. Cadillacs are classic. Yes, they are.
What's the age?
Probably like 50.
Okay.
Cadillacs are for old people, but the Blackwing isn't. Thank you. I appreciate that. Diz Guys Fresh. Put it together. So yeah, some people here that like it. Sick car, Nink. All right. That's it. People like it. So get off of me,
I don't
Dan.
think that's the case. Let me look at another place this was posted.
You put on the actual show.
Yeah.
On the show link.
I'm going to read you a comment that I thought was very entertaining. With a stick, it's an awesome car. Should be a keeper. And then TJ responded with, just out of curiosity, how old are you? LOL, just turned 50. I have a 19 Corvette Zero with a stick. You were proving your point, though.
I mean, is 50 old? 50's not
Old
that
you?
old. It's 12 years away from me.
So in 12 years, would you consider yourself old?
Hope I'm alive in 12 years.
So you'd probably be old then.
Nobody knows. We never know. Nobody knows.
It's American royalty. Of course it's old.
All right. Well, whatever. I don't like anyone that's negative on it. Okay. If you're negative on it, leave me alone. If you're positive, I like it. Thank you. Thanks for being positive. So I went back home this weekend, and I went to this dirt bike race. It's called MX of Nations. So it's motocross of the nation. So it's like every nation has their own team. And when I tell you that it was complete anarchy, utter anarchy, there's 100,000 people at this event. There were RVs, and it was almost like, I don't know if these people are going to make it to heaven on what I saw. I'm telling you, there were things being thrown around in the crowd.
We in Buffalo?
Yeah, similar. But like kids were picking them up. Like
Oh, Jesus.
I saw this, like I'm talking like
I got a new toy.
like 15. But they were taking it and like acting like things out, and I'm like, yo, what the hell am I at right now? It was ridiculous. Absolutely insane. I got a couple of videos. We'll probably have to post it. So what people do is they take a chainsaw and they take the actual saw part out of it so it sounds like a dirt bike, like a two-stroke, and they're everywhere. And people are drunk. And it's just like complete hillbilly land. It was completely...
Was it in Chicago or
No,
outside of
it was in Michigan. It was in Buchanan, Michigan. It's like an hour and a half away
Oh.
from my parents' house. So with that being said, everyone comes from other countries. So the United States won. We won. But it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's
So you go back?
of course. I was there 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
See?
It's just fun to watch. I'm like you people watch.
That reminds me. People keep asking if we're going to go to Buffalo this year.
Yes, we are.
You're actually going to...
So this is a guy with a chainsaw. Two guys with chainsaws.
Wow.
There were diesel trucks just spewing out black soot.
No, boy.
So if you are an EV fan, well, don't do that. Don't do that. There was a U-Haul. Somebody brought a U-Haul there, a massive U-Haul, to sleep in it, and they let everybody ride on it. And
Jesus Christ.
there were some accidents. So they were on top of the U-Haul.
Yeah, people wonder why it costs so much money to rent a car or a truck.
There was
That's why.
stuck to the side of the U-Haul. There was a few things. My money guy's calling me. It's probably a bad day today. Yeah, it was just okay. Look at this is the top of the U-Haul. Ready? I took this video. Ready? Ready for this? You ready for this? Did you see that?
Oh, just, yeah.
The guy fell off the top. It's like 12 feet high. This is stupid. All right. Anyway.
I think that's how a Buffalo Bills tailgate is, though, I think. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
we need to go. We need to, you know what you need to do? You need to be really incognito with the van, though. Unless we buy the Dan and Ninko mobile, that shitty RV.
That's not incognito, though. And you get like syphilis from it or something like that.
That's
or
cool.
tetanus.
Well, it's like a 1986. It might not make it there, and we'll probably need heat at that point.
Yeah, it probably ain't going to make it there.
Probably smells like a grandma's basement or something. Just weird.
Wait, so I go incognito, you're saying?
Well, I'm saying if we go in yours is really nice. You got to be
Yeah.
careful. You got idiots like that.
Yeah. Just park it
Around.
like away from the stadium, taking like an Uber in.
No, you can't do that. You
Why
got to
not?
be in the shit.
Yeah, but you just take the Uber in and then walk through
But
it all.
the point of having a bathroom and a toilet is so you can urinate.
It's on the way, though.
No, I'm saying you take your van and you put it in the area where people
I'm
are
not going to
drinking.
do that.
No, you're not gonna do that.
No, people would be like, jumping off of it. And no, fuck no.
Put a big Patriot sticker on
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah, that'd go over well.
Track some
Fucking windows
cans.
broken out and everything.
Track some fingers.
How many rings on this finger?
None for them
That's what I mean.
so far.
All right, you want to get into some picks?
Yeah, let's do the picks. I think I'm gonna win this week.
You say that every week.
I know. I really think I'm gonna win this week.
Okay. All right. Thursday night, good game. Dolphins, Bengals.
Dolphins.
I will go Bengals. They're in all white. White Bengal.
Don't shart.
Looks good.
Don't shart.
Vikings at Saints.
Vikings. Saints. What happened to the Saints? They were supposed to be Super Bowl
I
team.
thought they were going to be good.
They
I'm going to
suck.
go Vikings also. Don't have Sean Payton. Browns at Falcons.
Browns.
I'm gonna go Falcons.
Damn it. Okay.
I think the Falcons are actually pretty good. Commanders at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Seahawks at Lions.
Lions.
Titans at Colts.
Colts? How the hell did the Colts beat Kansas City? How did the Colts beat Kansas City?
They couldn't beat the Texans. I'll
going-
also go Colts.
I'm going Titans.
Are you going Titans?
Yeah, I'm going Titans.
Oh, I'm gonna go Colts.
I'm going Titans.
Bears at Giants.
Giants.
I can't believe the Bears are 2-1. Jaguars at Eagles is actually a good game.
Eagles.
Eagles
Playing really well.
I think Eagles are really good.
Yeah.
Jets at Steelers.
Steelers.
I'll also go Steelers. But you'll pick the fucking Jets to beat the Patriots.
One time. They always play them tough. Freaking Zach Wilson might be back.
Bills at the Ravens.
Uh,
Ooh.
Bills.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be a good game. Is that a 1 o'clock or a 4 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
Damn it.
That should be.
And
A
we're not
later
going to be able
game.
to see it.
I'm gonna go Ravens. Chargers at Texans. Oh, the Chargers stink.
I knew they were going to suck. Everyone's like, "Oh, Super Bowl team." Like, no, they're not. The Texans have been actually playing tough. They've been playing teams tougher, like tough. I thought the Texans were going to suck. I'll go Chargers.
I'll go Chargers too.
Yeah.
Cardinals at Panthers.
Oh, I hate these teams. I hate both of them.
You think bigger?
No,
you
I'm
hate
not.
both. Like,
Arizona.
are these the
These
two
are the
quarterbacks
two-
you hate the most?
Yes, I just don't like both of these. They're just
I'm gonna go Arizona too.
you got a little baby and a freaking little cocky asshole.
Broncos at Raiders. The 0-3 Josh McDaniels, best offensive mind in all the NFL. 0-3 Raiders that went out and basically mortgaged their whole future to get Devontae Adams.
Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders because I think Russell Wilson's so bad.
Yeah.
Chiefs at Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Dude, this might be a huge swing week. Like, you
It's
might be
gonna
up
be.
like 8.
It's gonna be.
Are they
Rams-
are they playing in Tampa though with the
Well,
storm?
No, I think they're gonna play in Minnesota. Is what they're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, because they're off. I don't know. They're finding somewhere else to play. They're saying that Tampa
change
might
my-
not play at home at all this year
Oh wow.
because of how bad it could get.
I'm changing my pick.
Nope.
I have to
Nope.
change my pick.
Hold
I
on.
didn't know they weren't at home.
AJ, I said it at the beginning.
Can you
didn't I?
not change your pick? If they're not playing at home, it's like me sleeping in a hotel. I don't like it. I don't sleep well.
Fine, I'll give it to you. We're both on Chiefs on that one.
Yeah.
You're staying at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right. Rams at 49ers. Your boy, Jimmy G. You said he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Damn it. 49ers.
I'm going to go Rams. Then we have the ultra big-time matchup. Patriots at Lambeau playing the Packers.
Packers. You might be up
Egg this man's
you might be
house.
up like 8 games.
I'm gonna go
or I might be
Patriots.
up 6 games.
Patriots.
All right.
The Packers aren't great.
Their
Like,
defense is decent.
Mac Jones has 100 more passing yards than Aaron
Mac
Rodgers.
Jones is not playing.
Okay,
It's Brian Hoyer.
but guess what they're going to do, though? They're going to pound the damn football.
Pound the
with,
rock.
With Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, but I'm still going to take the team that has Aaron Rodgers.
You know who the leading receiver is on Green Bay?
Tight end.
I don't even know who he is. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
look it up. He's a wide receiver. Romeo Dobbs.
I don't know. Should I go Pats? I don't
Nope.
know.
No, you already picked.
I'm going Green Bay. I think it's in Lambeau. I'm going to Green Bay. What's my wife want?
Green Bay, I took the line at Green Bay
Where's-
favored by 10.5. I think I got it at.
Why do our wives have to like? Yeah. Where's the top what? Oh,
Getting in trouble?
in the laundry room. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I need to do some serious decluttering. I've like, I wear the same shit over and over again, but I have so many free T-shirts and just stuff like that I don't wear, but I
Go
just
donate
have
it.
it. I'm just gonna donate. I'm gonna donate. I need to donate everything. Shit doesn't fit me anymore, too.
So how long do you think that that Mac will be out?
6 weeks.
Really?
I do.
You think it'll be the full 6 weeks?
I
That's
do.
like the max.
Well, the hard part is you get the surgery. I think he should get the surgery.
I don't think I think he would have got it already.
No, like if he doesn't, here's the thing.
They would do it right away.
He's got to get a second opinion.
He got it probably yesterday.
I thought it was today.
No, Monday they talked about him getting a second opinion, which would have been yesterday. He would have got it yesterday. And the team off Tuesdays too.
Yeah, team's off.
So he probably went and got a second opinion.
It might be longer than. Might be
Longer than 6 weeks?
Yeah, because
Oh, geez.
listen, when you have the surgery,
Which
you
surgery
know
are you talking about?
when
The
you
tightrope?
have the tightrope.
It's only like 3
Gronk
weeks.
had a 2-week recovery and he played in the Super Bowl.
I know.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
He would get back sooner if he did the tightrope. If he doesn't have the tightrope, people that try to let it heal, you have to run at some point. You have to cut. You have to try and drop back and throw. So you can't just wait 6 weeks and be like, oh, I'm going to go play football. No, you have to wait a week and then try to like do something in the pool.
No, but I think the 6 weeks is including all of that, the normal time frame.
Yeah, but that's all like up in the air. It's like a question mark.
Yeah.
Like why do you when you partially tear your ACL, you say just fuck it, fix it, because you know I don't know if I cut or if I step a certain way or if I run with cleats on turf that it's not going to tear all the way and it's not going to screw me up. So just fix it. Like if he has a high ankle and it's enough to get it to where you're out 6 weeks, get it fixed and you could be out 4 weeks.
It'll be telling today because they have to release their injury report today, right? Because it's Wednesday.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's like in surgery right now, and they just
It wouldn't be
didn't
surprised me either if he is.
And it didn't say anything until when it has to be.
But if he gets the tightrope, though, he'll be back in 2 to 3 weeks. If he gets tightrope, right?
What?
If he gets the tightrope surgery, he'll be back in like 2 to 3 weeks.
If he gets the tightrope, he would be back in 4 weeks if he had the surgery today.
I think less.
Could be. I mean, he doesn't have to. He's not cutting like a running back.
Yeah. You say Gronk played in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think so, didn't he?
It's something like 2 or 3 weeks.
I mean, it's 2 weeks. No, I think it was like maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks.
I thought he played in the AFC Championship game, though, didn't he?
No, I think he missed the AFC Championship. He played in the Super Bowl.
What year was it?
2012 when we lost. He had this like plastic boot that he wore. He hurt it against the Ravens, and he played in the Super Bowl. So I think he hurt it. I think Bernard Pollard actually hurt him, tackling him against the Ravens, and then he played in the Super Bowl. So was the AFC Championship game the Ravens?
They lost. 2012, they lost to the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. That's what I was confused. He didn't play in the Super Bowl.
What was the game where he had the Hail Mary and he was right there and he missed it? He was playing on a broken ankle. He was playing on that surgery ankle that year. And I was like, man, if he was healthy, maybe he would have caught that. That last play where it was a Hail Mary. The Super Bowl where Tom started with a freaking safety.
That was the Eagles Super Bowl.
No, that was the Giants that played in that one. That was 2012 when we played in Indianapolis.
You didn't go to the Super Bowl.
You're thinking of 2011. It's 2011 season.
Okay.
2012 is we play it in. You play the season out, but it's 2012 is the year that you play it in. So 2011.
Yeah, 2011 season is what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. 2012 was we lost to the Ravens, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Well, no, the AFC Championship was against Ravens.
So I think he got hurt in that game.
Yeah, he played that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played that game.
You heard it in that game. So that was what? I think what's the date? We played, I think February 3rd, I think was the Super Bowl.
February 5th.
February 5th.
The AFC Championship was January 22nd. So you had 2 weeks.
He had the tightrope surgery and played in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So Matt could do the same thing.
He could play in 3.
It's going to be it'll be telling today though on the injury report because if he's going to be out longer than 4 weeks, you IR him.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see today. Today would be the day.
Today it's got to be the day, right?
Today's the day.
They're not going to wait till Thursday or Friday.
No,
to
today's
IR
the
him.
day. If they IR him.
Yeah, and if he's not IR'd, it's less than 4 weeks then.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to be 4 weeks or greater, you IR him to have the roster spot open.
Exactly.
To bring Cam Newton in.
And there's nothing wrong with crying, okay? I cried a couple times. I've cried a few times.
You were upset when he cried.
No, well, I mean, I was like, when you cry, you really think your shit's over. Like when I cried, I thought I tore my ACL twice in like
but I don't think
8 months.
I don't think he's ever been hurt though. I don't think he's ever missed a game, has he?
In college? Well, he didn't play for 5 years. No, I think this is probably maybe his first injury.
Yeah.
I think I cried twice. I cried when I tore my I thought I tore my ACL the second time. That was upsetting. It was like 8 months after I had the surgery. I was upset. And then I think I cried when I tore my left MCL, and I thought that I tore my left ACL too, because that sucked. That sucked. When you think you tear your ACL, you're like, oh, I got to be a whole year of this shit.
Year of it, yeah.
Sucks.
And all the lost money and everything too.
Oh.
You see the dollar signs tear right out of your bank
See you later. Account. See you later. There goes your freaking Ferrari. Now you have to buy Cadillacs.
So you're on the agreement that if he doesn't get it IR today, then he'll be back within 4 weeks?
Yeah. If he doesn't get IR'd, I think that tells us that he'll be back sooner. Because they're not going to carry him on the roster knowing that he's going to be out past 4 weeks and losing that roster spot. He'll be on IR today if he has to have surgery, 100%.
I think if he gets the tightrope, I think he's back by the Browns game, which is October 16th.
Have to go see a guy.
The guy that started it is the one that operated on Jalen Hurts and Tua at Alabama.
Yeah, because Tua had the same thing.
But it's weird though.
But Tua only missed like 2 weeks, and they played in
3 weeks.
Yeah, national championship.
Yeah.
Come on, Mac, you can do it.
Get the surgery.
You're fine.
So if you were Mac's agent right now, you tell him to get the surgery.
Unless he hates the Patriots and doesn't want to play this year. What if he's like, screw these coaches. They have terrible plays. Like, the calls are shitty. I don't like it. I'm going to milk this thing for as long as possible. My ankle's done.
But then his career in New England's over then, isn't it?
Then he goes somewhere else. Everybody now, like this transfer portal,
but you
just don't give a
see him
shit.
Doing that, though?
No, I don't see him doing that. He seems...
Because that's what everybody's saying right now, right? They're saying, look, he's trying to basically tell the Patriots,
no,
go fuck yourself.
That's not true.
And
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't believe it for a second, the way he is, the way he's wired.
I don't believe it.
I think he'll get the tightrope surgery.
I think he should if it's if it's as bad as his face implied.
But it could also be it could not be as bad as what his face
or
implied.
Or it could have just been like a slight sprain.
Yeah. Because, I mean, even if you had a slight sprain, you'd be out 1 week.
And he's just, sensitive.
What if that's the case? We'll talk about you were upset with Max dancing, too.
Yeah. What the...
That's his signature.
It's like Matt Damon doing the gritty. Like, come on.
Matt Damon's old.
Matt Damon young doing the gritty, like from Rounders.
What's the difference of let's go? Let's go. It's the same thing.
Tom didn't do the let's go. Like, Tom did the... Like, before the game, run out, let's go.
He did it during the games,
He would headbutt people.
Yeah.
He would freaking score, and he'd be like, ah! And he would headbutt you.
What's the difference?
It's different than, like...
What's the difference?
Like, what? There's a big difference.
No, it's not.
It's almost like it's a big difference. Or, like, you do that on one play, penalty, you grab the... And then, like, penalty, then you do it again.
Don't you
Like-
want him to show some character, though?
Yeah, but just like, come
What
on.
did you do when you got a sack?
I'd get up and go back to the huddle.
No, you wouldn't.
I didn't celebrate
I
ever.
know.
My nephew used to give me shit like, "Yo, bro, you got no swag."
Bill wants you to
No,
celebrate.
he doesn't. He hates it.
He talked about it before.
He wants you to celebrate with your teammates. That's what he says. Act like you have some joy and act like you are celebrating with your teammates who helped you score or make that tackle or make that big play because it wasn't just you.
It's fucking funny. I put Rob Ninkovich sack dance, and it came up as your sack race against kids that you were pushing down.
Yeah, that's it. I never do any type of like ugh or like ugh.
I think you did.
Never. Never.
Yeah, look at that.
That I'm getting up.
No, you're not.
I am fixing. I have a midsection issue where I was self-conscious about my white jersey. I could see my belly, so the second it would ride up, I would fix it. I was fixing my jersey because I didn't want anyone to see my chubby midsection and my extra spare tire I had.
I think you've danced.
I'm not a dancer, dude. I was at the
You
club.
never celebrated.
I'd be at the club.
You never celebrated.
I'd be at prom. I would literally just be the dude standing there, vibing out.
You set your freaking Patriots highlights to the Dirty Dancing song.
I didn't do that.
It says Rob Ninkovich set his Patriots highlights to the Dirty Dancing theme.
That was somebody else. That was Asaf, Julian's guy, did that because he thought it'd be funny. I did a burnout for my retirement freaking video. Burnout.
The time of your life. That's what you did.
It was the time of my life, but I did not dance. And I don't like the dancing. Just just freaking do the Walter Payton. Respect. Do the Barry Sanders. Give it to the ref. Go do it again. Because when you dance like that and then you lose or you leave the game crying, you look silly. Like you're doing
Why?
your
You did it-
dancing and then you get hurt and
He
you're
was all
like
excited. He got up. They were up. They were up on them.
you do the dancing after the game's over. Or when you have a little bit more like substance to your performances. You're not 1 and 2.
He played really well.
Did he play well?
Yes.
He threw 3 interceptions with no touchdowns.
One interception doesn't count. It's the end of the game.
Okay. Did at the end of the day the stat line say he played well or played terrible?
You look at the throws.
No,
No,
I
don't
say
look at
you
the
look
stat
at
line.
the.
You can't look at the stat line.
What's his-
It's what we've talked about before. You complain, hey, he got a sack? Yeah. Well, did the quarterback run into him?
Exactly.
Did he go over here?
Like
It
everyone
doesn't show that in the stat
you
line.
could be blowing wise right now, but
It
did he
doesn't
like
show it on the
did,
stat
did,
line.
did the quarterback run to him and like
It
get a
doesn't
sack?
show that in the stat line, though.
Exactly. So a lot of times there's
So
guys
you,
that
have
have,
to, you have to look at the
There's-
game, the game film.
and he threw 3 interceptions with no
Oh,
touchdowns.
stop. He ran
Stop
one
dancing. Just freaking play football. You didn't dance when you got drafted. You walked to the freaking the podium.
in. Gritty wasn't out then.
Well, stop gritty.
He likes it.
I'm sure he does. The kids love it.
Ninko beeping his horn from the Cadillac. Stop dancing.
Do the Macarena.
Stop dancing.
Why?
Now, the other thing I want to go over is Aguilar. Do you think he gets benched now? Because week 1, they were driving at the end of the game, and he had a costly fumble.
Yes.
Week 3,
Yep.
I mean, he doesn't fumble that ball. It's a different game. It's a whole different game.
If you touch the football and you can't hold on to it, we can't trust you, and we can't play you.
Well, because the big thing
the way
is,
it goes.
right, next week, not this week, but next week, Tyquan Thornton is eligible to come off of IR. And he plays basically the same position as Nelson Aguilar.
Waiver wire. I'm kidding. They're not going to cut him.
They'll trade. They could get.
They
like
could
a
trade
third,
him.
They get like a 3rd or 4th round pick
Yeah.
for him.
You can't if you fumble the football, you lose the trust. You lose the trust.
He's fumbled it twice now in 3 games.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's bad.
Yeah.
You've
As
seen
they're
guys.
driving.
We've seen running backs fumble a football once and never play again.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like
why do you
ever.
Think, why do you think Kendrick Bourne's not playing very often right now?
He's in the doghouse, man.
We see the report that he showed up late to a meeting.
Maybe
against
he's
the
bad attitude. Maybe he's got a bad attitude. Maybe he's got a negative mindset inside the building, and they're like, nah.
So if he has that, you're okay with him not playing? If he's got a negative mindset?
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, you suck. Give another kid a shot. Give a young kid a shot. Give me somebody else.
Yeah. Well, people are upset because Little Jordan Humphreys played a lot, but he was in there because he's a bigger receiver, so he's kind of like that 12-man personnel type. Big guy is almost like another tight end to
Yeah, you
block.
get a block.
Yeah.
Stock blocks.
Yeah, that's why he's out there.
Look, there's so many guys that are trying to get to that spot and trying to get to a point to perform that when you have somebody that maybe is a issue or isn't happy or has problems, fuck them.
Yeah.
Don't play them, especially if they're not helping you. They're not helping the cause.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Kick rocks.
The offensive line looked a lot better.
They do. They look better.
They
So
look pretty
hopefully
good.
they can continue to do that.
For Hoyer the Destroyer.
Hoyer can't move. So Hoyer, I mean, I have sack Hoyer. I concussed Hoyer. Hoyer was when he was with the Texans.
What dance did you do after that, though?
Nothing. I got right up. Fucking right back to the huddle. Do it again. Give me some more.
I wonder if maybe that's one I got to search for. Ninkovich.
My double swipe was deadly. Show that highlight. Fucking double swipe would kill somebody. Double swipe the tackle. The dude didn't even touch me. Fall forward and just go and clobber Hoyer. Actually, who got him worse? I got him, and then who was the tackle that killed him? Got him really good. I played for the Bears, and then now he's with Tampa. We traded for him. I'm having a brain fart right now. What are you looking at right now? Highlights?
Oh, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you did.
There was no celebration. That's a safety.
Watch.
That's a safety. I'm signaling safety.
That's a
not a
celebration.
celebration. It's an informing thing.
That's a celebration.
No,
right there.
it's information.
Nope.
Why do you do that? Why do you do this?
Celebration.
Why do people do this? Touchdown.
That's
Why do you do
celebrating.
this? Safety.
The referees do that, Rob. Not you.
No,
You're
you
the
do
player.
it when you do it.
You're the player. You're not supposed to be
Everyone
calling
on the
the plays
sideline
to the
does
ref.
that.
No, 'cause
It's
they're celebrating.
instincts.
They're celebrating.
People. If you've played football before and anyone on defense gets close to a safety,
Listen to
the
this music,
second
too.
brings a tear to my eye. The second that there's a guy in the end zone, everyone does this. It's an instant. You're like, safety. We got him.
That's a celebration.
That's bullshit.
There's probably more of these too.
This has been here since COVID. Still works. Oh, alcohol. This has been here a while. St. Patty's Day. We're going to break out a shot. No, we're going to bring a shot. We're going to drink that. That's good. Still good. Man, that stinks. Well, I think that's a good wrap on it. I think that's a wrap on 70. Good old number 70.
Yeah.
I got to take the Bel Air. I got to go get a suit. I got 2 suits. I got to go pick them up. Mr. Sid. Go check out Mr. Sid in Newton Center.
Yeah, you wore a suit last week with like those weird Adidas sneakers you have too. Yeah, those ones.
I forgot my shoes.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, what the hell is he wearing?
Yeah, I forgot my forgot shoes. But
And you
that's
wore
cool.
those.
Yeah, people like you could do whatever you want. Isn't that like style? Like you just mix shit up now and it looks cool.
I think there's like the right sneakers that go with suits. Like those don't.
I wear
3D
Jordans
printed.
with my shoes.
Yeah, that looks better than that.
These are like running shoes.
Yeah.
But they're 3D printed, so they're pretty cool.
You gonna
That's why-
wear?
that's
You
why I
gonna wear
bought
them with the wool? Why do you have wool socks on?
I like gold toes.
It's 70 degrees. How you got wool
No,
socks
I'm a big
on.
gold toe guy. And I like the colors. I like tan, blue, red. I don't like white. I don't like white socks. They have a packet of gold toes. I get them. They're blue. You get a blue, like a gray, tan, red. And I get like 10 packs of them. I love them. Gold toes, the best.
Wool socks.
They're not. They're 100% cotton.
They look like wool.
They're not wool. They're cotton. They're cotton. They're gold
Do you
toes.
wear those under the suit too?
So you could make fun of me
You
as
wear
much
those
as you
under
want.
suits?
Yeah. I don't wear dress socks. I hate dress socks. I got to go cotton. Corvettes, gold toes, Cadillacs,
TV guide.
TV guide.
The as seen on TV aisle.
Maybe I'm reincarnated from some old guy.
Have you ever been up late at night while the infomercials were on and stuff, and then you bought something?
No, I can't do that. I've been up and then I go and I'll be interested in something I see, so I'll look it up on Amazon. Maybe I'll buy it. But I won't do the QVC. My grandma used to do QVC.
Like you can
all
you can
the
get
time.
like the 50 gold coins.
My grandma and
shipping
grandpa.
only.
So quick story. My grandma and grandpa, John and Marilyn. My grandpa was always downstairs in like his own little dungeon. He was a computer. Like he liked his computers. A grandpa that loved computers. Crazy.
Didn't pass that one on.
What's that?
Didn't pass that on to you.
No. Well, he was like a technology guy. It was great. But my grandma would be upstairs. So he'd be on his computer, and my grandma would be upstairs watching QVC and ordering stuff, and he would be downstairs deleting the orders.
And she'd wonder why they never come.
No, well, she'd be like, John, she'd be pissed. She'd be mad. Like, stop,
That's actually pretty good.
It's like, stop ordering stuff. And I don't get it's
So
funny when you're married
you got the QVC side.
When you're married a long time, you have different levels. Like, you stay here, I'll be here. I'm watching my stuff, you watch your stuff. Great, funny. Miss them though.
How's your mom like the golden retriever?
Oh yes, Betty was a hit.
What about Captain Insano?
Captain Insano was okay
for now, right?
Well, he did the first time Betty was outside and my dad was walking in sandals. Betty was grabbing his sandal and he swatted at her. My mom was like, "Don't swat." He's like, "Oh, I wasn't. I was just shooing her." Shoo. He's swatting at her. Stop it. They'll be all right. I hope.
What's he gonna do when he comes home and she took a dump?
They
right
haven't
in the middle of the
taken. Listen, this dog must be reincarnated, similar to me. It hasn't shit in the house, hasn't pissed in the house, has gone outside, sleeps through the night, doesn't cry when it's in its house. It's actually a really good puppy for now. We'll see when it hits.
Compared to Brody.
Yeah, Brody was an asshole for a year. I wanted to kill him. Maybe that's the difference between a boy and a girl. I don't know, but there is a meme of a beautiful golden puppy and then a beautiful golden adult, and in the middle, it's a velociraptor.
Yeah.
So the puppy to adulthood, there's a pretty rough spot there. So hopefully my mom and dad don't lose a few artifacts in their home.
Yeah.
Nice chairs.
That Robert hasn't already broken.
Somebody hasn't already broke.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, but that's probably a wrap for today.
That's it. Don't worry. Be happy.
So you're still going with the Packers?
Yep.
Wow. Get the eggs out.
I was right about the Ravens.
I'd say people.
What's my record on the Patriots?
It's probably whatever the record is.
Yes, it is.
You pick against them every week.
No. I picked them to win.
When? Oh, you picked them against the Steelers. That was it.
Yeah. Then they won.
No, you picked them against Miami too.
Oh, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay. Well, I'm picking against them.
You're going back-to-back weeks against them.
Yeah, I have to. I'm sorry. I want to, down quarterback. We'll see what they can do.
All right, and we'll find out probably today about Mac Jones' status.
Yes, we'll find out.
All right, but check us out on danandninko.com,
Do
YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram,
HD
Apple,
visions.
the whole 9 yards, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, see you next week.